You see, beauty does not fade with time. It simply evolves. There are 12 undeniable signs that prove just how breathtaking you truly are, and I assure you by the end of this speech, you'll never question it again. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal may forever change the way you see yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's explore something that is often overlooked yet deeply transformative: self-assurance. It is not a passing emotion or a temporary act put on when needed. No. Confidence is the core of a person who truly knows themselves, someone who has navigated life's trials and emerged stronger with a quiet but unwavering certainty. It does not beg for attention, yet it naturally draws people in. It does not need to be loud, yet it speaks volumes without words. Confidence is not about flawlessness. It's not about smooth skin, the newest trends, or conforming to the shifting expectations of society. It is about recognizing who you are and embracing every part of that truth. There is an undeniable beauty in someone who no longer feels the need to apologize for existing. This kind of self-assurance, cultivated through years of experiences, victories, and hardships, holds a depth and richness that cannot be faked. When you enter a room, whether you notice it or not, your presence says something. It's in the way you carry your head high, the way you move, and the way your eyes meet others with a sense of calm and conviction. This quiet yet steady confidence does not stem from arrogance or a feeling of superiority. Rather, it comes from a deep understanding of your own value. A value that is not defined by outside validation, but by the relationship you have with yourself. Think about the countless experiences you hold within you. Every scar, every wrinkle, every line on your face tells a story of a life well lived. They speak of joy, of sorrow, of lessons learned, and of cherished moments. Confidence grows when you stop seeing these marks as flaws and start recognizing them as the unique strokes of your personal masterpiece. They are what make you one of a kind, what set you apart, and what make you truly unforgettable. Confidence carries an energy, one that cannot be imitated or forced. It's the energy of someone who understands their worth and moves through life with intention. When you recognize your value, you no longer feel the need to constantly seek approval from others. You stop second-guessing your choices, doubting your skills, or making yourself smaller to fit into spaces that were never meant to hold you. This freedom, this sense of liberation, is what makes confidence so incredibly compelling. Now, consider the effect this confidence has, not just on you, but on those around you. A confident person is like a lighthouse, steady and unwavering, providing guidance and encouragement to others. You may not always realize the impact you have, but your confidence can uplift those around you, inspiring them to discover their own strength. It is not about being the loudest in the room. Often, the quietest confidence speaks the most. A simple look, a genuine smile, or a calm presence can shift the energy of an entire space. Confidence also gives you the ability to endure life's storms. As we all know, life is unpredictable, full of challenges that test us to our very core. But when you possess real, unshakable confidence, you face those moments not with fear, but with resilience. You understand that no matter how fierce the storm, it will not break you. This strength, this perseverance, is a sign of confidence that goes beyond the surface and reaches deep into the soul. It is essential to remember that confidence does not mean never feeling doubt or fear. These emotions are a natural part of being human, but a confident person does not allow these feelings to define them. They acknowledge them, face them, and move forward regardless. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the determination to push ahead despite it. It is the quiet voice that whispers, "I can handle this," even when the path ahead is unclear. And let us not overlook the beauty of humility within confidence. True confidence does not boast or belittle. It is not about proving you are better than others, but about being completely at ease with yourself. It allows you to appreciate your own strengths while also recognizing and valuing the strengths of others. This balance creates a sense of harmony, a grounded presence that is deeply attractive and inspiring. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you go through life, remember that confidence is not something you need to search for outside yourself. It is already within you, waiting to be embraced. It is in the way you treat yourself, the way you rise after every fall, and the way you carry the wisdom of your years with grace and dignity. Confidence is your natural right, your quiet strength, and your greatest gift to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to reflect on a concept often misunderstood yet incredibly powerful: grace. True grace is not simply about physical elegance or polite manners. It is a profound quality that develops over time and through experience. It is the quiet resilience that comes from enduring life's storms, the calm that arises when you've learned to release what no longer benefits you, and the dignity that grows when you carry yourself with wisdom and kindness. Grace is a treasure that time bestows upon those who embrace life's journey with an open heart. It is not something you are born with, but rather something shaped by the challenges, triumphs, and changes of life. You may not always see it in yourself, but grace is evident in the way you handle difficulties. Not with panic or frustration, but with a steady composure that speaks to your inner strength. It is in the way you navigate relationships, not with criticism or resentment, but with understanding and compassion. As we age, we often feel pressured to hold on to the energy and appearance of youth, as if beauty is something that disappears over time. But grace, ladies and gentlemen, is beauty that surpasses age. It is the way you carry yourself with quiet confidence and effortless elegance that naturally draws others in. Grace does not seek attention, but it naturally commands admiration. It is not flashy or boastful, but rather subtle and lasting, like the gentle glow of the evening sun. When you think of grace, think of perseverance. Think of the obstacles you have overcome and the wisdom you have gained from them. Grace is born in those moments when you chose to rise above your circumstances, when you chose kindness instead of resentment, forgiveness instead of anger, and love instead of fear. It is the way you have allowed life to shape you without making you bitter, to teach you without breaking you, and to deepen you without diminishing you. There is something truly captivating about someone who moves through the world with grace. It's not about being flawless, but about being genuine. Grace allows you to accept your imperfections as part of your journey. It is the recognition that your flaws and scars are not something to be concealed, but something to be honored, because they are what make you uniquely yourself. There is a quiet power in a person who no longer feels the need to justify themselves or seek validation from others. Someone who simply is. Grace is also reflected in how you treat those around you. It is in the way you listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. It is in the way you extend kindness without expecting anything in return. The way you speak with kindness, even when it is not returned. And the way you uplift others without diminishing yourself. Grace is generosity of spirit, a willingness to give the best of yourself while allowing others the space to do the same. What is truly remarkable about grace is how it transforms not only the way you perceive yourself, but also how the world perceives you. A graceful person has an undeniable magnetism that cannot be ignored. It is not about physical beauty or youthful energy, but about the depth and strength of your character. People are naturally drawn to those who embody grace, because it brings a sense of calm and steadiness in a world often filled with turmoil, and grace is a rare and valuable trait. The contrast between the two, grace is a rare and valuable trait. To cultivate grace is to cultivate awareness. It requires you to be fully present in each moment, to approach life with mindfulness and purpose. Grace is evident in the way you move through a space, not rushed or frantic, but deliberate and composed. It is in the way you face challenges, not with despair, but with quiet perseverance. It is reflected in how you treat yourself with kindness and respect, and how you extend that same kindness and respect to others. Grace is an expression of your inner world. When you have peace within yourself, it manifests in how you interact with the world around you. It is the serenity that comes from understanding that you do not need to chase after life because everything you need is already within you. Grace is the art of living in harmony with your values, moving through life with authenticity and purpose, and embracing each experience, no matter how small, as an opportunity for growth and transformation. It is important to understand that grace is not about ignoring your emotions or hiding your struggles. On the contrary, it is about facing them with strength and honesty. Grace is the ability to stand firm even when the weight of the world feels overwhelming, to smile even when life feels uncertain, and to continue moving forward even when the path ahead is unclear. It is not about never stumbling, but about rising every time you do. Grace is the essence of wisdom, the hallmark of maturity, and the foundation of genuine beauty. It is a quality that deepens over time, a testament to the life you have lived and the person you have become. Let us take a moment to reflect on the power of kindness. Kindness is one of the most significant and transformative forces in human experience. It is not a weakness, nor an act of naivety. Instead, it is a quiet yet formidable strength that speaks to the very core of who we are. True kindness, the kind that radiates from within, has the power to change lives, including our own. Many profound changes originate from within, and the ability to create positive change is the essence of genuine kindness. Kindness starts as a choice, a decision to see the humanity in others, and to treat them with dignity, even when circumstances do not require it. But for kindness to become an integral part of who you are, it must come from a place of sincerity. Real kindness cannot be forced or transactional. It flows naturally from someone who has experienced the full spectrum of life, the joy, the pain, the victories, and the losses, and has emerged with a deep understanding that at our core, we are all seeking connection and understanding. As you grow older, kindness becomes one of the most beautiful qualities you can possess. It is not defined by grand actions or extravagant gestures, but by the small, consistent ways in which you show care and compassion. A genuine smile, a kind word, a willingness to listen. These simple acts carry immense power because they stem from sincerity. In a world often characterized by self-interest and haste, kindness stands out like a beacon, reminding others that goodness still exists. What makes kindness so powerful is that it requires vulnerability. To be kind is to open yourself up to the possibility of rejection or misunderstanding. It means extending yourself beyond what is expected or convenient. Yet, this vulnerability is what makes kindness transformative. When you express kindness, you are not just offering something to another person, you are also reaffirming your own humanity. You are saying, I see you and I honor your worth, even if no words are spoken. Kindness is also a form of wisdom. It recognizes that every person you encounter is carrying a burden you cannot see. Life has a way of challenging us all, and behind every face is a story of resilience and endurance. To respond with kindness is to acknowledge this shared reality, to extend grace to others, just as you would hope for yourself. It is a way of saying, I understand that life can be difficult, but I choose to lighten your burden, even if only for a moment. What is truly extraordinary is how kindness creates a ripple effect. A single act of kindness can initiate a chain reaction, touching lives in ways you may never fully comprehend. A kind word spoken at the right time can lift someone out of despair. A small act of support can restore a person's faith in humanity. When you show kindness, you are not just affecting the individual before you, you are planting a seed that can grow and spread in ways beyond your imagination. Kindness is not only about how you treat others, it is also about how you treat yourself. Too often, we are our own harshest critics, setting impossible standards for ourselves and punishing ourselves for perceived flaws. True kindness starts with self-compassion. It is the ability to forgive yourself for past mistakes, to speak to yourself with the same kindness you would offer a loved one, and to grant yourself the space to learn and grow without self-judgment. When you cultivate kindness within, it becomes easier to share it with the world. Kindness is not passive. It requires courage and resilience, especially in moments when responding with indifference or hostility would be easier. Choosing kindness in the face of hardship, responding with grace when others do not, is an act of deep strength. It is a declaration that you will not be defined by the negativity around you, but by the values that guide you. And let us not forget the beauty of kindness as it relates to aging. With time comes the wisdom to understand what truly matters. The superficial fades, but the way you make others feel remains. Kindness leaves an impression that lasts far beyond physical appearance, creating a legacy of warmth, compassion, and genuine human connection. Appearances or material achievements are not what define a legacy. Rather, it is a reflection of the depth of your character and the generosity of your soul. As you navigate through life, every act of kindness you extend stands as proof of your humanity. It mirrors the wisdom you have gained and the love you have given. Kindness is not merely an action, but a way of being. It is the delicate thread that interweaves the story of your life, connecting your experiences, values, and relationships into a meaningful and purposeful existence. Excluding people goes against the very essence of what makes life beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, there is an undeniable beauty in how authenticity changes us. Being authentic is not about perfection or molding yourself into what others expect of you. It is about fully embracing who you are at your core, the raw, unfiltered truth of your being. In a world that often pushes conformity and rewards superficiality, authenticity is an act of bravery. It is a statement that you will live life on your own terms, unapologetically and with conviction. The journey to authenticity is rarely simple. From an early age, we are taught to seek validation, to meet expectations, and to strive toward ideals that may not align with our true selves. We learn to wear masks, to present versions of ourselves that seem most acceptable to those around us. Over time, these masks can feel so familiar that we lose sight of who we are beneath them. Yet deep within us, there is a voice yearning to be heard, a voice that knows our real desires, values, and essence. Authenticity begins with self-awareness. It compels you to look inward, to analyze your beliefs, choices, and motivations. It asks you to be truthful with yourself about what truly fulfills you, what brings you happiness, and what resonates with your values. This process is not about criticism or self-judgment. It is about understanding. It involves peeling away the layers of societal pressures and external influences to uncover the person you were always meant to be. As you embrace authenticity, you begin to let go of the burden of trying to please everyone around you. You realize that it is not your duty to conform to the expectations of others, nor is it your obligation to make everyone comfortable with who you are. Authenticity is freeing because it allows you to step into your power. It liberates you from the exhausting chase for approval and replaces it with the quiet assurance of self-acceptance. This shift forces you to recognize your own worth. Instead of living for validation, you start living for fulfillment. The beauty of authenticity is that it radiates outward. When you stay true to yourself, you inspire others to do the same. Your authenticity becomes a guiding light, encouraging those around you to embrace their own uniqueness. It fosters deeper, more meaningful connections because it is built upon honesty and vulnerability. People are drawn to authenticity because it is rare and refreshing in a world often dominated by pretense and facades. Authenticity is not about being flawless, it is about being real. It is about recognizing your weaknesses and imperfections without shame, understanding that they are part of what makes you human. It is about owning your story, both your triumphs and your setbacks, your moments of joy and your moments of sorrow, realizing that every chapter has shaped the person you have become. When you embrace your true self, you no longer feel the need to conceal or alter aspects of yourself to fit into someone else's narrative. You are enough just as you are. There is immense power in authenticity, for it requires vulnerability. To be authentic is to allow yourself to be truly seen, not just for your strengths, but also for your struggles. It means showing up in the world without pretense, trusting that your worth is not measured by others' opinions, but by the truth of who you are. This vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. It is a testament to your courage. It is the willingness to stand firm in your truth, even when it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. As we grow older, authenticity becomes even more essential. Time has a way of stripping away the superficial, leaving behind only what truly matters. The experiences you have lived, the lessons you have learned, and the wisdom you have gained all contribute to your authenticity. They shape you into a person who no longer needs to prove anything to anyone, who no longer needs to chase validation or seek approval. Instead, you can simply be fully and unapologetically yourself. Authenticity also builds resilience. When you live in alignment with your true self, you develop an inner strength that cannot be shaken by external forces. You become less concerned with what others think and more focused on living a life that feels purposeful and fulfilling to you. This resilience helps you face challenges with grace, knowing that you are grounded in your truth, even when circumstances are difficult. To live authentically is to honor the unique path that has brought you to where you are today. It is to embrace your individuality, celebrate your quirks and idiosyncrasies, and recognize that there is no one else in the world quite like you. Authenticity is not just a gift to yourself, it is a gift to the world. It is a reminder that beauty lies in diversity, that strength is found in vulnerability, and that the greatest impact we can make on the world is by being exactly who we are. There is something profoundly elegant about the way wisdom shapes a person over time. It is not loud or boastful, it is quiet and deep, like a calm sea with uncharted depths. Wisdom does not demand attention, it simply exists, growing with every experience, every challenge, and every victory. It is not something one acquires by merely existing. It is something one cultivates by reflecting on life's lessons and weaving them into one's being. Wisdom reveals itself in the way you carry yourself, not with arrogance, but with grace. It is not about knowing everything. It is about understanding that true knowledge comes from recognizing how much there is yet to learn. Wisdom humbles us, yet it also empowers us. It helps us navigate the complexities of life with clarity and purpose, transforming chaos into meaning and uncertainty into opportunity. You see, wisdom often arises from hardship. It is forged in moments when life challenges you, pushes you to your limits, and forces you to confront truths that are difficult to face. In these moments, wisdom takes root. It grows in the quiet spaces where you process pain, learn from mistakes, and strengthen your resolve. Each lesson, each hardship, each triumph adds another layer to your wisdom, making you not just knowledgeable, but deeply insightful. In the end, authenticity and wisdom go hand in hand. When you live authentically, you gain wisdom, and when you are wise, you understand the importance of staying true to yourself. The greatest impact we can have on this world is not by pretending to be something we are not, but by fully embracing who we are. The legacy you leave behind will not be defined by superficial achievements, but by the depth of your character, the kindness you have shared, and the wisdom you have imparted. Live authentically, and you will inspire others to do the same. To move ahead with greater understanding, wisdom does not erase the marks of your journey. Rather, it honors them, for they are the proof of a life truly experienced. There is an unspoken beauty in how wisdom alters the way we perceive the world. As we age, we begin to look beyond the surface of things. We no longer search for meaning in the temporary or the shallow, but in the lasting and the significant. Wisdom guides us to value relationships more than material things, experiences over recognition, and sincerity over appearances. It teaches us that life's greatest treasures are often hidden in the simplest moments. A deep conversation, a peaceful sunrise, or the joy of simply being with those we cherish. One of the most incredible aspects of wisdom is the way it influences our interactions with others. When we become wiser, we listen more than we talk. We strive to understand rather than to be understood. We approach disagreements with empathy, knowing that every individual has their own struggles to bear. Wisdom helps us provide guidance when it is truly needed, and to refrain from judging when it is unnecessary. It reminds us that kindness is not a weakness, but a great strength. and that forgiveness is not only for others, but for the freedom of our own hearts. Wisdom also brings a deep sense of calm. It helps us release control over things we cannot change, let go of people who do not align with our values, and walk away from situations that no longer serve our growth. It teaches us to choose our battles wisely, to focus our energy on what truly matters, and to embrace life's imperfections with grace. This peace is not a sign of giving up, but a result of understanding. Understanding that life is not about flawlessness, but about progress. Not about collecting things, but about making a meaningful impact. As time passes, wisdom becomes a reflection of the life we have lived. It is seen in the way we speak, the way we carry ourselves, and the way we treat others. It is evident in the choices we make and the priorities we set. It serves as a guiding light not only for ourselves, but also for those who seek our guidance. In this way, wisdom is a treasure that increases in value as it is shared. It is a legacy we leave behind, one that goes beyond time and space. However, wisdom is not something reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone willing to seek it. It is found in books, in conversations, in moments of stillness, and in the willingness to learn from both victories and setbacks. It is developed through curiosity, humility, and the bravery to ask the hard questions. Wisdom is not measured by age, but by perspective. It is not about intelligence, but about understanding. There is something truly special about a wise woman who has faced life's storms and come through with her spirit unshaken. She does not need to declare her strength. It is evident in her poise, her measured words, and her unwavering sense of self. She has mastered the balance between confidence and humility, ambition and contentment, independence and connection. She understands that her worth is not defined by external approval, but by the values she holds dear. Wisdom, ladies and gentlemen, is like a crown that grows more brilliant with time. It is not given freely, but earned. It is not displayed for admiration, but lived for impact. It is the sum of a lifetime of learning, evolving, and growing, a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit. It serves as a reminder that while the body may age, the mind and soul have the ability to become richer, deeper, and more luminous with each passing day. There is beauty in the unique rhythm of a life well lived, a beauty not dictated by trends or passing ideals, but by the individuality that each person carries. In a world full of comparisons and imitations, embracing and celebrating your uniqueness becomes a bold statement. It is a declaration that you will not conform, that you will not diminish your essence to fit into a mold created by others. Individuality is not about putting on a show. It is the pure expression of who you are, lived with conviction and without apology. It begins with self-awareness, the courage to step away from distractions and truly understand what makes you different. It is about recognizing the intricate blend of your experiences, beliefs, and passions that make you uniquely you. This awareness is not about self-centeredness. It is about self-respect. It is about acknowledging your worth, your contributions, and your significance in a world that often seeks to make the extraordinary seem ordinary. The beauty of individuality is that it cannot be duplicated. It is not something that can be purchased, borrowed, or stolen. It belongs solely to you, shaped by years of growth, challenges, and triumphs. Your individuality is your signature, a mark on the world that no one else can replicate. It is reflected in the way you laugh, the way you think, the way you tackle problems, and the way you connect with people. It is woven into every word you speak and every action you take. Yet, society does not always celebrate individuality. It often rewards conformity and discourages deviation. From an early age, we are taught to blend in, to follow the rules, and to align with the expectations of others. We are surrounded by messages telling us who we should be, what we should value, and how we should present ourselves. But embracing your individuality means rejecting those messages. It means saying, I will not be defined by someone else's standards. I will define myself. Living as an individual is not always easy. It takes courage. The courage to stand alone, to face criticism, and to endure the discomfort of being misunderstood. It requires resilience, the ability to hold on to your truth despite doubt, rejection, and external pressure. But it is this very courage and resilience that make individuality so powerful. It is a force that cannot be silenced or diminished, a light that continues to shine even in the darkest of times. Honoring your individuality also means valuing the path that has led you to this moment. It means appreciating the lessons learned, the challenges overcome, and the person you have become. It means recognizing that every twist and turn in your journey has contributed to shaping you in a way that is entirely your own. To deny your individuality is to deny the very essence of your story, a story that deserves to be told, celebrated, and cherished. Individuality is not about distancing yourself from others, it is about being genuine in your connections. When you embrace your individuality, you create space for others to do the same. You inspire those around you to embrace their own uniqueness, to stand in their truth, and to live with the same authenticity you embody. Individuality does not separate us, it brings us together.